Yeah, I'm thinking these guys are up to no good at all.
It's time for reaction. Welcome in. Old School Nerd.
Hey everybody, my name is Old School Nerd. Welcome in. And today we're doing a quick reaction for a request from a band that reached out to me. Their name is Lucid Awakening, and I believe they're from the great state of Oklahoma. And we already did one for Restriction. They were from the great state of Texas. So if you're going to do a Red River shootout and keep it even keeled, if you do it for Texas, you got to do it for Oklahoma. It's how we keep the peace. Okay? Hook 'em horns, boomer sooner. This is not a joke. This is legit serious, even in metal. So I don't know anything about this band at all, except for the fact I'm looking at them right now. I see crazy looking guitars. There's a keyboardist in the back, a drummer, what appears to be a bass player in the background, and a vocalist. So what you're saying is it's a band. Okay. All right. Check us out on Old School Nerd. It's got all of our social media posts, Patreon link for those who want to support the channel, and the merchandise store. These guys just reached out and they said, hey, we want you to give us an honest opinion. So, all right. You're going to get exactly what you asked for. 100% real. Real reactions. Real mistakes. Let's go. Turn that up. Okay, this is either going to be University of Oklahoma Sooners fraternity rush week initiation is what it looks like in the woods, or just kind of thing they do out in the middle of nowhere in the country. Now, real quick, I do want to make one little observation. This is just a little thing that I do. Those of you who check out my channel and know how I do stuff, when I notice something, I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to talk about it. There's nothing you can do about it. You can complain about it in the comments all you want. It's kind of my thing. The mix is bad. The mix on this song is bad. Now, that has nothing to do with the band. Whoever mixed your stuff. Now, I'm going to say this. If this is how you intended it and this is how you wanted your art to sound, then the mix is perfect for what you want. However, if you wanted your music to sound like a metal song, like every other metal band is playing, you cannot have the lead and rhythm guitar doing the hook higher in the mix, in the gain, and a higher dB setting than your lead vocalist. Because your lead vocalist was belting and doing his growl, and I could not distinguish the words he was saying over the sound of the hook of the guitar. Now, some people love loud guitars. Some people love guitars that are as loud or just maybe just a little bit lower than the singer so we can hear the lyrics. I'm personally a big fan of having an even mix where even the drums and bass can overpower guitars and vocals at certain times. But the mix on this song seems a little off to where I could notice right off the bat. If you notice this as well, put it in the comments. If it changes during the song, I will let you know, hey, now it sounds good. But just on first listen, just this first minute into this song, now the guitars are amazing. These two guitars are throwing down. Also, excellent beards, guys. Like all the way across, the drummer, the guitarist, the bass player. Excellent beard work, gentlemen. Kudos to you. Now, take that skill and give it to your sound mixing director. Okay. When the guitarists are playing chords and they're strumming, it's not as noticeable. But in the mix, when they play hooks or individual notes where they're accenting something like a hook or a guitar fill section where they're adding a dynamic into the audio, it's amazing. The problem is that, again, the mix has it so loud that if he plays a hook, if this guitarist here or this guitarist here plays a hook while this singer is singing words, I can't understand what he's saying because they're muddying each other. You see what I'm saying? The mix is off to a point where the sound of his vocals are high, and he's a really good vocalist. I love the sound of his vocals. But when he's singing high in his upper chest voice and he's singing out like that, it is so tonally close to your hooks in the guitar, they muddy each other, and I don't get to appreciate what he's saying or the hook. They're filling in the same composition space, and it's not good. You know what? As much as I love to have fun when I make these reactions and joke around with bands, this is one of those times where I'm noticing something from a studio standpoint and a production standpoint where I would say, like, we need to stop that muddiness. Either we're going to drop that guitar down a little bit, or we're going to change the octave of the guitar, make him go lower so that the singer and that guitar do not occupy the same tonal spaces. Like, they're really close in note, so they do kill each other. Now, positives. Your bass player is the shit. Your bass player is throwing down. That bald-headed, big bearded bastard in the back that you can't see because of the way they're standing in this room, I can hear him loud and clear. Those two gentlemen in the back with the excellent beards. Now, don't get me wrong. The ginger gentleman in the front, the lead guitarist, epic guitarist. I love what he's doing. Great phrasing, great arrangement in his guitar. He's struggling with the fact that him and the lead singer's voice are clashing. The rhythm section is really, really good. The drummer is not overplaying it. Here's the thing. Normally, when you build up a dynamic rhythm section, you can have a bass player that plays dynamically, like this guy's doing, aggressively, filling it in, making it bigger than life, just lots of... He's not playing downbeats, he's playing all beats. And then the drummer is staying in the pocket, allowing him to flow. Or you could flip it. You could have a bass player who's playing in the pocket, playing mostly downbeats, which allows the drummer to play syncopated fills, mid-line fills, triple taps, triplets, quads, whatever he wants, changing up time signatures. It's usually one or the other. However, there are some bands as of late, and I've done some reactions for quite a few of them as of late, Gojira, Fractal Universe, Vinter Sea, Torrential Rain, Orbit Culture, and Astriction. Those bands, as of late, that I've been noticing, both the drummer and the bass player will go dynamic together, and they sit down and work it out to where they don't. Similar to what the guitarist and the lead singer are doing at the beginning of this song right now, where they clash. A bass player and a drummer can muddy the rhythm up if they both go too freely in the flow, unless they dynamically get together and compose that stuff out. A good example of this is Fractal Universe, where I've talked to Clement, and he's like, they write all this stuff out. It seems like it's completely chaotic, overwhelming, just you get lost in it. However, it's specifically written to where the bass player and the drummer seem like they are just all over the place. But when you put it together compositionally, it's like, wow, that is intense on all levels. Now, in this band's perspective, and now understand, I've only listened to 2 minutes of this band, one song, and I'm coming to a lot of conclusions. And if I'm right, hey, if I'm wrong, then I want to be shown where I'm wrong, and so I can appreciate the band more. Do I appreciate their talent? Yes. Do I appreciate their musicianship? Yes. Do I appreciate the songwriting? Absolutely. Totally digging what this rhythm section is doing. Totally enjoying the musicianship of these guitarists. The vocalist is outstanding. However, the song itself, because of a few minor issues in production-wise, the producer and mix-wise, cause it to seem a little frantic, a little out of control. Like you're not telling a story. Instead of storytelling, you are panically describing something. So instead of putting emotion behind something and telling a story of different levels and context and taking us on a journey, it's kind of just, this is us, go. And it's like, whoa, hold on, okay? Now, I said that, wow, I moved too quickly, and look, even I mess up because, look, my camera decided to shit the bed. Okay, hold on. Boom, boom, on. Okay, see, even I make mistakes, and I have to fix it as well. So, but similar to that, I think that if something had been done differently, where either we pull that guitar out of the mix a little bit, or change the tonal, either change the octave or the key or the harmony in the guitar, or have the vocalist go in a different direction, or bring him up in the mix, they wouldn't muddy each other. Outside of that, this song is perfectly done. I love everything about it. Like I said, right here, I'm having a problem with who's leading this story. Because lyrically, vocally, you have this guitar hook, guitar harmonics, tonal, and arrangement. They are both fighting each other right now. It's not, they're not supporting one another. At certain points, they clash. Sorry. Other than that, it's perfect. It's perfectly done. So let's get into more. It may change. If it does, my total thought process will change. So let's check it out more. There's still 4 minutes left. Let's go. Okay, this bass player is like an Oklahoma Eugene from Ginger. Have you caught that yet? Okay, number one, the competition for best beard goes to the drummer only because he's got the ridiculously awesome curled handlebar mustache. He wins best beard facial hair competition in the band. Now, if anybody else steps up their mustache game, they could compete with that drummer. But in this video, he wins. This bass player is probably one of my favorite parts of this band right now. It might be unsung because you don't see him as much, but this little part right here, and some of the things I can hear in the mix, he's just dominating, which is awesome. The guitar player, the lead guitarist, really, really good. Rhythm guitarist, he's unsung. He's sitting there in the back and he's pushing the song through. Again, it's really hard for me to get past the fact every time there's a guitar hook and the vocalist is singing, I get it hard. It's almost uncomfortable. I don't know why y'all are doing this, but now he's going into a lower growl and the guitarist is now going into a lower key heavy chord. And again, they're almost in the exact same key and octal range. So they're competing against each other in a way that's not comfortable sounding. It's muddying each other. I don't know how much the keyboardist is attaching to it because I don't really hear a lot of the keyboard in this because the guitar is really, really powerful. The arrangement is great. The composition of this song is done amazingly well. The levels, the way it's dynamically arranged, it changes. It's never just run through. It's never a run-on sentence. It got great transitions into different types. The only struggle in this band that I'm having within this video is these two guys right here. This guitar, the guitarist and the lead singer, it seems like throughout the song, the person who wrote the lyrics and the person who wrote the music, if they're the same person, I don't know why. This could have been handled either in the composition of, okay, you're going to go to this note, we're going to stay in this range, and we're going to separate. So where I'm supporting you, you're supporting me, and then we swap, but we're never going to occupy the same tonal space. Or in the mix, in the editing, post-production editing, you'd pull one or the other out. And you could do that mid-song, like when it comes time for the vocals, that vocalist goes up in the gain to where he's louder than the guitars, but every time there's a hook, you can do all that in mix. It's not, and I hate doing this stuff because it makes me look like an asshole, and I'm trying not to be because I really like the song. I like this band. Definitely love the facial hair. Lead singer, keyboardist, and rhythm guitarist. Step up your beard game, bros. Just saying. good stuff. That's really good. Apparently, I spoke rhythm to guitarists too soon. So they have two leads and two rhythms. They're equal guitarists, which is great, having both. This last section where he was doing the growling vocal and they had the lower tones, they were in two different tonals, so it did sound really smooth. I think it's mainly just when, at the beginning of the song, when he was singing the verses and he was clashing with the hooks, the higher octave plucking hooks that the guitarist was doing, they were clashing, muddying it up, and it kind of threw me off. This stuff is really, really good. I love the way they're doing this up. We're going to go back to the beginning of this guitar solo because the guy that I thought was the rhythm guitarist, again, never heard of them before, never seen them before, and I'm just catching all these things, and I get surprised, and I'm loving every second of it. Let's check out this second guitar solo here. I like that. Crackish. Oh. Death walk. Death walk. All right. Okay. Great video. Great band. Musically, musicianship, spot on. Drummer, all-star over there, man. Just chillaxing. Just me. I think he puts more effort into his mustache curl than he does actual playing, which says something because he's really good. Bass player, epic. Vocalist, what a freaking range, man. Up high, mid-chest voice, great growl. Guitarist, proficient as hell, both sides. And the keyboardist is just throwing it down and drowning people in the river. What is it about me? This is 2 days in a row. Yesterday we did Holy Procession with Vintersea. That was a river drowning. Today we did a river drowning. On tomorrow, for What the Hell Wednesday, if anybody dies in a river, we're done. That's strike 3. End of the channel. I have to delete the whole thing. So no water at all tomorrow. Also, again, the only criticism I have against this, only one. Damn guitar's too loud. Can't believe I just said that, but in the mix of a song, it happened again at the end of the song. At the end of the song, he's trying to sing to you something soft and ethereal, and I can't hear a damn word he's saying because the fucking guitar is too loud. Listen. That is the only problem with this song performance video. Everything else is spot on. Transitions, composition, arrangement, musicianship, performance, everything on the nuggets, except the gain in the guitar is too high. Just too hot. It's too hot. It has nothing to do with the members of this band. But whoever mixed this should have caught that. Now some people are going to be like, I can hear it just fine. I'm using Shure in-ears and a direct drive mix. So believe me, I'm getting exactly what the video is set for. Now, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go right now and I'm going to go watch the last video they did. I'm not going to do a reaction to it. I'm just going to watch it. And I'm also going to listen to this song if it's available on Amazon or Spotify or anywhere else. And see if I hear it in this or if it's just the video. This is what happens when bands ask me to do a reaction to their videos. Now here's the funny thing. If you're thinking I'm picking on this band, guess again. I've done this shit to Evanescence. I've complained about the mix on a Sabaton song. I've given hell to Nightwish, okay? And I've gotten hell from their fans for it. But then half of them are like, you're just being honest, bro. Totally respect it. It has nothing to do with perfection, okay? The song itself is amazing. It's just one little detail that kind of throws it off for me. If I was listening to this song and I wasn't doing a reaction or doing a video, I can tell you right now, I probably wouldn't listen to it a second time for that guitar because the balance was off. I couldn't, which sucks because it's an amazing song. So anyway, my name is OldSkuleNerd. The name of the band is Lucid Awakening. I want to see what's coming up next, okay? Because this is pretty damn good. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.